Spiritual 3M medicine and meditation every morning.
Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Great morning. Welcome to another episode of Spiritual 3M, your morning medicine and meditation. We will be closing out another work week and certainly in preparation for Sunday. We thank God for another day. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Good morning, Sister Donna Lacewell, Regalwood, North Carolina. Shout out to Jayla and Carter and everyone there in Regalwood, family and friends. Good morning, Big Mike, Mike Young, Miami South Dade. Good morning. 9 a.m. I will do a continuation with the birth of the king, really the preliminary, looking at some of the preliminaries. I'm still meditating on Sunday's message theme, that is. I haven't put the message together just yet, but so far, the theme that is in my spirit is about the incarnation. Good morning, Doublemint twins, Ray and Faye. Good morning, Zoe, Lorenzo Simpson, Augusta, Georgia. Great, great, great. Hey, Nisi, Patricia Powell, Darden, good morning. Shout out to Brother Wayne, nephew. Lady BPS, good morning. Get off the phone with my sister so she can sign on. Good morning, says Deborah Billberry, Killeen, Texas. Great morning, Geraldine Hinton Cox, Rehoboth in the house. Great morning. Hey, Geraldine, when I see great morning, I start thinking about Tony the Tiger, that commercial we used to see growing up. You know, they are great. In fact, Tony doesn't look the same as like this new Tony. Lorenzo Simpson, since you know your name, we call you Tony. What happened to Tony? He looks much younger in these days. Hey, Mother Magdalene Johnson, good morning. Merry Christmas in advance. A happy birthday in advance to my brother there. Yes. Says Tammy Debenham, good morning. Hey, says Lorraine Pierce, good morning. Shout out to Wanda Prudence, Sandra Baker Cuffey, Ashley Green, and Stephen Green. Trustee Joe Hill, good morning. Laurel, Maryland. What's up, Nicole Stevens, Divine South Georgia, good morning. Sister Jessica Bilberry, DFW, Texas, good morning. Deacon John Woods, good morning. Shout out to, says Linda as well. Hey, I forgot to, let's see, what's today? 23rd. So last week, Deacon J, we didn't put in the chat box for y'all's son, Stephen. We forgot to give Stephen Woods a happy birthday shout out last week. So we're gonna make up for that. Good morning, says Daphne Brabson. So divine family, friends, extended family, divine partners. We have a couple of birthday shout outs today, but we're going to make up for the one with Stephen Woods. Stephen Woods, and he spells his with the V, Steven Woods. We're giving him a happy belated birthday shout out. And then today, Donna's niece and Reverend Clyde and Sonia's daughter, Maya, and she spells hers Maya Lacewell. So we're giving some of those birthday shout outs today, y'all. Make up for that. Hey, Deacon GV, George Vaughn, good morning. M&M twins, Markel Griffin, good morning. Hey, anytime, my brother, anytime. You know how we do, man. Hey, I was making my rounds. It was great to see you too, Markel, and the family there, Lisa and Hortense, HHG. Evangelist Philandis Wimbush, what's up? Good morning. Shout out to my bro Verge as well. Every time I look around, you guys are in another state or another country. You all travel more than my peeps up there in Dumfries, Virginia. Marlo and Irene. Okay, Tracy Elizabeth Fleming, good morning. Malita Pierce, good morning. Minister C. Wright, you must have some time off. Good morning. LB, Commander James Sandifer in the house. He's been rolling, rolling, rolling. Maybe I should take that back for Landis. You don't travel as much as James Sandifer, so let me take that back. Hey, great to have you on there, LB. Great to have you back safe and sound. Uh, Look, fam, wow, 9:06. How did you all let me get it? Hey, you should have stopped me 3 minutes ago. Now that means I'm into your time. Look, I left off with Joseph yesterday when he was confronted with the problem of Mary being pregnant. Joseph contemplated how to end this betrothal. You say, well, what do you mean? Well, see, the reason he is contemplating this because he knows that he has not had any marriage relations, sexual relations with her, but she comes, back to him and telling him about she's with child and he knows he's not the father. So he doesn't know how to end this betrothal. They're not married properly just yet, but they might as well be married because they have been betrothed to one another. And he's trying to figure out Matthew chapter 1, verses 18 through 25. Now, am I going to end this thing in private? I don't want to put her through any, humiliation. So I love her, and this is Joseph speaking, but how do I end this thing? And so the angel of the Lord appears to Joseph in a dream and tells Joseph, look, uh, don't you worry about that because that Holy One, in other words, the child that Mary is carrying, this is a special child. Yes. And she's going to give birth to the Son of God. And you're going to name him Jesus. And the name Jesus means salvation or Yahweh saves. So Joseph accepted the direction now God gave him in a dream. And Joseph went ahead and claimed Mary as his wife. In verse 25, Joseph did not enter into any marital sexual relations with her until after the birth of Jesus, because this had to be a pure birth. And I'll get into that more on Sunday, I believe. So, in God's providence, the conception of Jesus by the Holy Spirit must have taken place somewhere toward the end of that year of betrothal, meaning, that second tier of this engagement and betrothal. Joseph now has taken Mary as his wife. So the development of her pregnancy then is protected from the humiliation because they are married and they see Mary beginning to show. Well, the people can't be talking all of this craziness because she's married. Mm. God, in his providence, arranged this experience in such a way it remains a beautiful expression of sanctity and love, sacredness and love. The Holy Spirit, the same divine creative agent who brooded over chaos and brought order at the dawn of creation, the same divine agent who acted in the creation of the first man and the first woman. That was the divine agent who ushered the life of the eternal Christ into the body of Mary for the miracle of the ages. Wow, known as the Incarnation. I want to preach about the Incarnation on Sunday. And I said earlier, that's what I've been meditating in my spirit. So that's what I'm praying for, that God will give me a word that I can explain that even further. God, who created man from the beginning. In the beginning, he created man from nothing, stooped down and, had got some dirt, dust, and created man. There he formed man. And then he blew into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. So God, who created woman from man, without the agency of man, God now creates this special child and gives the Son through Mary without the agency of a man. Isaiah chapter 9, verse number 6. For unto us a child is born, and unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. A child is born, but a son is given. Have a great day as we usher the spirit of Christmas into this weekend. The sanctity of this passage that I'm looking at, Matthew chapter 1, verses 18 through 25. The sanctity of that passage rests on our acceptance of the divine act that the Holy Spirit, through the Holy Spirit and agent, the Holy Spirit, the divine agent who brought the incarnation to pass. We will leave it right there, talking about the birth of the King. Blessings. Okay, where are we? Sister Pat Smith, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Good morning. Trustee Ricky Stevens, good morning. Hey, my sister Doris Eugenia Swinton, a Lady BPS finally let you off the phone so you can jump on here. Hey, I have to tell this here quick story, family. Yesterday was officially my sister Doris Eugenia Swinton, Cocoa, Florida, celebrated a birthday, but I told her to celebrate for the rest of the year. Now, they surprised her finally yesterday in Cocoa family, and she loves Olive Garden. But instead of them taking her to Olive Garden, they brought Olive Garden to her. So they celebrated a great fellowship. Wish I could have been there in person, but I was able to FaceTime and celebrate with them. Okay. Hey, what's up, man of God? My brother, Pastor Dwayne Jones, out on the West Coast, Lancaster, California. Good morning, brother. Comrade. Hey, Divine South, Jacksonville, Brother Randall Toombs. What's up, my brother? Good morning. All right. Merry Christmas to everybody and happy holidays as we are going to close out another work week. Thank you all for hanging out this week, and thank you for just being a part of this ministry. Thank you for your support, and just thank you for your prayers and always your divine love. So, in the meantime, remember Sunday, we will have, regular service, although I hope it's not regular. We want to have an exciting divine experience. So, even though I always say 10:55, that gives you that grace period, between 10:55 and 11 a.m. But at 9 a.m., you can kick off that morning with, we call it, Sunday school or early morning fellowship. Early morning fellowship. I know sometimes you might hear early morning worship, but early morning fellowship, and that's our Sunday school at 9 a.m. And then after that, take a quick break and join us again at 11 a.m. for our divine worship service, Sunday morning worship. And that is going to be kicked off with our call to worship, and then we will flow right into praise and worship. And then there's a word from the Lord, a word from the Lord. And Pastor Dwayne, I know we have the traditional story each year, but what's in my spirit for this year, I want to talk about, how did it all, really, really this incarnation, and just spend that time there explaining. We'll see what God has to say. In the meantime, though, may the Lord bless you real good. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Until we connect again over the weekend, certainly back here on Monday at 9 a.m. Until then, have a Merry Christmas and enjoy these holidays. Jesus is the reason for this season. Blessings and peace. Hey, good morning there. It's Stephanie Jordan Canyon. Good morning. Give a shout out to Tony as well. Trustee Anthony.